Greetings, YouTube. Today we're taking a look at the Encyclopedia of Dinosaurs. And I actually have to open this carefully because it's actually, the lid is, the cover is large enough to hit my camera, which I don't want. And this is from 2002, so relatively new. There have been many changes in our thoughts about dinosaurs, and they seem to come faster and faster as time goes by. For example, that used to be how we thought of dinosaurs. We don't think of dinosaurs that way anymore. Yeah, that was an early drawing of a dinosaur, and we have learned, come to learn that they did not look like that, not at all. But we were doing the best we could, and this is closer. Like some of the illustrations I had from my kids when I was a kid were just so bad in comparison to what we now know what they look like today. They are far more dynamic animals. They were far more sensible in their evolutionary design because, let's face it, they were real. They had to function in the real world. The Linnaean system of classification. Woohoo! Let's hear it for Linnaeus. And then we get to a classification chart in different eras. You know, we start out with the Jurassic period, the Cretaceous period, and then we get into some of the Archosaurus evolves, and and the evolution of different walking styles from, like, this is the kind of thing you're used to seeing in like crocodiles, but that was not something that, you know, stuck around for long because there are better methods of locomotion when you're on land. Though there were long-limbed crocodilians. They did in fact exist. They would probably be bloody terrifying. That's a nice picture. I've always been very fond of the sketch style of an illustration. There's something about its simplicity that really appeals to me. And then we have the making of a fossil. Death, covering before something can eat it, staying in the ground during the fossilization period, and then wearing away along far enough that a human can say, hey, you know, there's a fossil there. Dinosaur tracks, which are very cool. I've never had an opportunity to see dinosaur tracks in person. I think that would be nice. That would be cool. And we have the thick skull of the Pachycephalosaurus. Some nice examples of dinosaurs that would have desiccated in the deserts. Dinosaur beginnings, the Triassic and early Jurassic periods. I always love a good illustration of early Earth. I find them fascinating. I read a book recently dealing with some of the earlier periods of our world, and the maps that were there were something I've truly enjoyed. Oh, look at this one. It's showing the musculature and stuff. That's just so cool. Dinosaurs take over the world because, well, they did. They were very efficient. And here we have first inklings of birds as we know them today, because the birds are the descendants of dinosaurs. So every time you see a bird, think of a T-Rex. It'll make you smile. And we have the 3 ways to fly. We have the different wing structures. The Archaeopteryx, pigeon, fruit bat, and the pterodactyl. All very different, but evolving out of a hand, because you can see the hand there. The hand is in there, which has always been cool. I know that when I was growing up, when I discovered that hands were the foundation of wings, that was something that I just truly loved. Again, this encyclopedia has some marvelous illustrations in it. I'm speeding up a little because I have a timer on my camera, so it lets me do a 10-minute video. I've never figured out why. I'm not technically advanced enough probably to do that. Dinosaurs build their empire. Love those armored the ankylosaurs were just my favorite dinosaurs of all. I really appreciate something that would have been, that heavily armored with the big clubby tail. That would be just so cool. Well, let's face it, who doesn't love I've got a nice physical model of a dinosaur from that line, which is I can't remember what company put that out, but it was makes me smile every time I see this this beaked dinosaur that would have been the size of a German Shepherd, kicking around. Be cool to have as a pet. But I wanted to show off some. Here we have a lovely example of an armored dinosaur. Yay for armored dinosaurs. I thought I'd give a quick viewing of what this book is in case you might be interested in getting yourself a copy. I do not remember where I got this book. Probably at a thrift shop or a yard sale or something, because that's where I get most of my books. But this has been the Encyclopedia of Dinosaurs. So if you like this kind of thing, you may want to look into that.